I'm in Bajera, Tabanan. And it's one of those personal admin days. Oh, hang on a second. Be right back. Here's a combo I love. Me being hungry, going past a place that's good and busy, and I don't care what food they have. People obviously like it, so I'm going to have some of it. I usually grab a cold drink out of the fridge. I've grabbed one today that I haven't had before. It is wow, I thought it was an iced tea, but it's fizzy, and I tell ya, it's very, very tasty. I just told the lady, bring me some of the stuff you have. I guess we'll get some meat dish, maybe a veggie dish, and some rice. We'll check it out when it arrives. Right, it has arrived. Here's what we got. We got satay goat, plenty of rice, and a soup. And not gonna lie, don't know what's in there. But generally, what you're gonna do with that rice, get a little bit of your soup on there. And I definitely want some of this satay sauce on there. And that's a nice little sambal. Get plenty of that on there. People always freak out when I dollop it on like that. They're like, oh my God, white guy likes chili. Oh man, that is super tender. It's a really good sauce too. And I think this is more goat. Yep, not sure what part. Last bit was a little bit rubbery. And they are absolutely cranking it out of this place. I'll show you where they're cooking it in a little minute. Well, I can see why this place is cranking it out. Food was tasty, food was fast, food was a great price. So I had that soup, waiting for a truck to go past, that soup, the rice, the satay, and a drink, all for 30,000, which is about $3 Aussie. Tell you what else though, check this out. I noticed this fruit on the ground when I came out. Here it is growing in the tree. I have no idea what that is, but it's exotic. Anyway, I will give you a little look at Boo cranking out the satay on the grill. So Boo is full on here at the grill station. She's got plenty of hungry customers still waiting. And it has just gone lunchtime. It's about 12:30 p.m. So you can see why they're busy. This is Rudy, and Rudy has just informed me that this is a guava. It's a type of guava known as a water guava.
Jambu air.
Yeah. Oh, jambu air. So air means water, and jumbu, Jumbu. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you. Anyway, as I was saying at the top of the episode before I was distracted by food, I'm in Bajera, Tabanan. Well, I'm not actually in Bajera now, I'm still in Tabanan, but I'm heading back to my accommodation in the absolutely stunning village of Antap. I did a walkthrough of the accommodation in a previous episode, which I'll link to in the description. That episode will also tell you why I am here. For now, have a little look. Gosh darn it, ain't it pretty? When I get back to where I'm staying,
I'll show you the wider context of where my house fits in its surroundings with the other houses in the compound. Gosh, it's just so pretty. Welcome to my hood. It's pretty chill. So we've got maybe 8 houses, and if not houses, certainly 8 or so buildings on this property. I'm through these gates here. Tell you a quick funny story. Look, I've got long hair. I've got a stubbly beard. And there are plenty of times when local youth yell out, "Hey, Thor!" And yesterday I was closing this gate and broke it just through sheer strength that I didn't know that I had. So that's getting fixed today. That's the neighbours. Over here is where a couple with a kitty live. That's Nora, her husband, and her daughter, Nora. And my place, just through there, down this path. Pretty sweet, huh? And if you want to see inside, go see that other video that I've linked below. Right ho, let's go for a little wander in the direction of the beach. Now, there's no guarantees we're making it to the beach. Who knows who we'll bump into or what we might see. But certainly, man, this view, very, very easy to get used to. Fruit abounds. Just look at the colors. Bananas. I said we may or may not get to the beach. I'm just a little bit dazzled by all the visuals around. Man's just been out and got himself some bananas. This lady's out to walk the dog. Selamat sore. Haven't got 20 meters yet, and check out this place. That looks pretty cool. And if there is a way to get to it, I wouldn't mind to see it close up. Permisi, ini Anda rumah? Oh. Apa bisa berbahasa Inggris?
No.
Oh, boleh saya melihat rumah?
Boleh, silakan.
Okay, makasih. Okay, that's very handy. Not only was the owner here, he's super cool with me having a look. The house is impressive enough, but look at the view they get to enjoy. Check that out. It looks to be under construction, actually. Let's get a more close-up view. From this wide angle, you can't see what I can see. What I can see is that's all made out of horns. It almost looks like a spinal cord. I like what they're doing here. They've got that super traditional architecture and then what looks like it'll be a modern home with a view of the ocean. These don't look new. These may be, or maybe even this entire building has been picked up from one place and planted in this place. There's no lack of eye candy. So there will also be a pool. Let's go check out the view from the front porch. Not bad, huh? Well, I told you we may not make it to the beach. It's still aspirationally where we're headed, but I can hear some Gamelan music playing literally across the road, so might have to go check that out too. Maaf, saya berbahasa sedikit bahasa Indonesia. Itu rumah baru atau tua?
Baru.
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 Bikin baru.
Okay. Nama style rumah nama. Oh, apa bisa berbahasa Inggris?
Rumah Toraja.
Sedikit.
Toraja-Style.
Toraja.
Style ya.
Okay, where does this style come from?
Di sana Sulawesi Selatan.
Sulawesi.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very beautiful.
Restorasi.
Restorasi. Okay, so you're restoring it. Okay. Makasih untuk information.
Sama-sama.
So there you have it. I think he said Toraja is the style of architecture. It's new, it's not old. Although those panels I showed you with the art on them, they may be from elsewhere. And the style is from Sulawesi. We've all learned something. Now, can you hear that? I'm gonna go check out what that's all about. This is this gentleman here's house and he's let me have a little look. Makasih, bagus. Makasih Pak.
Halo Mister.
Halo. Dari Australia, Berat, Perth.
Kami pentas, we perform tanggal 10.
Oh, oh. 2 hari.
2 hari lagi. Hari Rabu.
Okay. Di mana?
Di sini di negara di sini. Ini dekat. Nanti saya
Okay. 2 hari. 2 hari.
2 hari lagi.
Mungkin saya melihat. Mungkin saya melihat.
Ya nanti report boleh juga.
Makasih.
Ya, jam 6 sore ya, jam 6 sore.
Jam.
Jam 6 sore.
Okay, 6 o'clock. Magic. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Generous people. So, if I am still around in 2 days, makasih.
Hey, boss.
If I am still around in 2 days, I'd love to go see that. Now, I swear it's not just YouTube bait at the start of a video telling you something's coming up at the end that you should stick around for. But I did also warn you that although I'm heading in the direction of the beach, that we might not get there. And hey, what's the hurry? It's nudging 6 o'clock. Decisions. I really haven't got far from the accommodation. Do I duck back to the accommodation, grab a bite in the interest of getting to the beach? Or I continue walking to the beach, but then I'm walking back in the dark?
Hello, my friend.
Hello! Hey, tough choices. I'm gonna walk back up this hill and have a think along the way. What's your commute home from work like? Is it as cool as this? I kind of owe it to you, don't I? I did say at the start that we'd be going to the beach, and I went to Kintamani and didn't get anywhere near a lake or a mountain. But there's plenty of times that's my style. If any of you have ever been to Bruges in Belgium, or Brugge, as the locals say, I ended up living there for a couple of years as a bicycle tour guide. And when I first visited there, I was staying at accommodation with a bar downstairs. And Selamat sore! Selamat sore! Hello. Oh, di mana anjing? It's the lady who was walking a dog earlier. Brugge, bicycle tours, accommodation, bar downstairs. And on day 5, I came bursting into the bar and said, oh my God, I just saw the most amazing building. It's in this like town square. This is enormous tower and all these medieval buildings. And the guy working there says, the market square. I'm like, I don't know what it's called, man, but it's amazing. And he said, it's 2 blocks away. I'm like, yeah, it's just down there. And he said, you've been here 5 days and you haven't been to the market square. And that's kind of my style. I just get to a place and have a poke around. And sometimes that poking around leads me to the things that apparently you're supposed to see. Now, I told you at the start of this video we were going to the beach. So I think we're supposed to on this occasion. That's enough of that. I think we find ourselves at the precise intersection where golden hour meets blue hour. So this is Pantai Antap, and apart from 3 local girls taking selfies, the rest of the beach is mine, and it's gorgeous. I'm so glad I made that decision to jump on the bike and get here. It's a perfect time of day. The breeze is just right. Balmy would be the word. And as the water approaches me, let's see if the water's balmy too. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Can you see yourself enjoying a drink here? I can. I'm doing it. Now, at the risk of this turning into a food vlog, I'm no foodie. A man's got to eat. Man's got to eat now. And we're better for a man to eat in terms of variety than the night market. We're back in Bajera, Tabanan, which from my accommodation is about 5 minutes ride. I'm looking for something I haven't had before. I'll know it when I see it. And this looks to be it. I don't know what Cireng-In is. Okay. Permisi. Saya mau satu cireng chili oil dan cireng kuah creamy chili oil satu. And makan di sini. While I'm waiting, there seems to be another process going on at this stall where people are choosing ingredients, popping them in a bowl, and then they hand them over to the chefs here, and then the chefs cook it up. So there's quite a variety of things. And then the price of each thing is on the different containers. So I guess then you just add up your ingredients and pay for it. I've got to tell you, there's a lot going on here at the moment. Alrighty, let's see what we've got here. Oh man. Love me some chili. I knew they were going to be in chili oil, but I didn't know there was going to be chunks of chili. And then I think this is a similar version, but with cream. Which one first? I think I'm going to have to try one of these. Okay, so they're dumplings. Let me just try this sauce first. Oh, okay. I think that's the chili oil, but with maybe condensed milk. Let's have a go at these. Oh, these ones are crispy. Okay, so these ones are crispy. They are fried, I think, and these ones might be steamed. That's cool. Crispy. Ooh, spicy. I like that. That one's nice and all, but it ain't no crispy one. Crispy one's the winner. Okay, gonna finish these off. Look at the amount of spice on that. I'm not crying. You are. I am a little bit. Tears of joy. Sweating too. I'm dripping after that. Nose is running. Eyes are watering. I need something small and sweet to finish with. What we've got here are little mystery balls, but we have established that they are sweet manis and that they are 3 for 1,000. Tried to do a cheeky deal on 10 for 3,000 instead of 9 for 3,000, but he wasn't having it. He just restated the price. Good on him. That's a businessman. All right, let's have a look at these things. They're warm. I wasn't expecting that. Really subtle on the sweetness too. A lot of Southeast Asian food, when it comes to sweet, is crazy, break your teeth sweet. Little sesame seeds. This one looks like a little mini croissant. I was hoping for a bit more crunch. I don't think these have been cooked recently, but I just wanted a little tasty morsel to finish with, and this is perfect. And then I think this is the third kind. That's like marzipan, almondy flavour. Oh look, these are cool. They'd be nice to have in the morning with a coffee. That's a well-rounded trip to the markets, I think. 2 new foods I haven't tried, one of which rocked and I will absolutely eat again. A nice little finish with these. Delightful. So that's 3 courses for the grand total of 28,000, about $2.80 Australian dollars. If you're not really one for the night markets, and look, when I first started traveling, it's also confusing. You don't know what anything is. And if you don't speak any of the language, it can be a little bit intimidating. But, you know, just look for the places where people are queuing up. Look for the places that are cranking out the food. And hey, the stall holders are there to do business. If there's a way for them to get food in your mouth, they will. And if you need food in your mouth, you'll get it in your mouth. Point and shoot. A lot of places will have, you know, photos of what the food is. And just point to it and hold up a finger, one. Or just stand back and watch what the locals are doing. And when someone gets something that you reckon you might enjoy, just indicate, I'll have what they were having. I don't know if you can tell, my lips are zinging. They look like I've got lipstick on. That's from that chili, and it's, you know, that's 10 minutes ago. All right, back to the bike. A couple of errands to run before I head home. Those errands will be in the shape of beer bottles and some snacks. A word I've learnt recently, which I really love, jajanan. And the way that I remember it, not that I'm a Star Wars fan, is I think of Jar Jar Binks eating naan bread as a snack. Jajanan. It's a visual image that sticks in my mind. All right, I gotta pay for parking. It's a whole 20 cents. 20.000 pak.
Ya, kasih.
Makasih. All right, just about done for the night. Let's go. For those playing at home, I didn't accidentally give the parking dude 20,000. I was busy talking to you and accidentally said 20,000 when I handed it to him. Did you see him have a quizzical look and check out the note? He probably thought all his Christmases came at once until he figured it was actually a 2,000 note. So I was thinking, what I was saying about trying new things at the night market could also apply more generally to travel. There are things that maybe you haven't tried or places that you don't go because you're a little unsure. It's a little bit intimidating. You don't feel comfortable giving it a try. But there's that saying, keep doing what you've been doing and you'll keep getting what you've been getting. So, are you ready to get something new? Have a think about that for a second.